Welcome to day 3 of the gardening curriculum week in our spring unit. So today we're going to be making a garden to go inside your house. A fake garden, but you can use real dirt and real plants if you want to. I'm making it a little bit less messy for you guys, and I know not everyone has a ton of space in their house, so I'll show you different ways to make it either bigger or smaller as you need to. I have a pretty small space here, so I'm going to make it like medium sized. So in addition to just showing you guys how to make the different things for curriculum and set them up, I'm also going to be going over the specific different VELS that we're going to be looking at and how I would typically assess your child and encourage their play in these. So the ones that we're going to be looking at today, I'm going to be reading it off because they're kind of wordy. The first one we're going to be looking at is language development. And specifically the ability to initiate and engage in simple turn-taking interactions with others by using gestures, vocalizations, or facial expressions. So with our very little ones, that can just look like them trying to reach for something, you telling them to reach for something and encouraging them, and them understanding kind of what you're saying. And then as they get a little bit older, they will hand you things, or they will take things from you when you hand them to them, and you'll just see their understanding of it grow a little bit more as they get a little bit older. And then the other one that we're going to be doing is an approaches to learning one, and that is relating objects to each other. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be creating a garden, and we're going to be having them use their different fruits and vegetable toys or real fruits and vegetables, have them put it in the garden, so they're relating the fruits and vegetables to where they come from, the garden. And then we're also going to be making a watering can together, so they'll be relating the watering can with the garden and using it to water the garden. So for our really little ones, that'll just look like them, hitting the toys together, banging them on each other, putting them down in the thing. And then for our older ones, they'll probably understand more the watering can and like maybe even put some water in it. And I'll show you how to do a few different things with that. So let's get started. Alright, so to make our indoor garden, you're only going to need a few things. I know that in my materials needed, I put like a 5-inch deep bucket. I'm not going to do that this week, unfortunately, but we will use it if you did happen to buy one or you just had it ready. We'll use it again, I think, next week, because I didn't want you guys to have to deal with that much dirt, so I'm going to show you how to do it in a little bit of a cleaner way. So all you're going to need is a box, some tape. We'll see how I do this because I only have a very little amount of tape left. I ordered some more on Amazon, so hopefully that will come soon. Scissors. I have some paper. I just had white paper in my house, but you can use whatever color you want. This will be used to make the fence. And then I have 2 different boxes. This diaper box I'm actually going to cut in half, and I'll show you how to do that, what I'm going to do with it in just a second. So first we're going to cut all the flaps off, open it up, and cut it in half. So let's do that first. Alright, that actually might be enough, so I'm not going to use this smaller box. But let me show you what we're going to do with that now. So I'm going to take these and put them to the side for a moment. And then we're going to just take our pieces of paper, and I'm just going to outline a picket fence on it, just like a white picket fence. And we'll see how that goes. So it should look something like that. And something that I always remind myself when I'm making stuff for the kids to play with is that it doesn't have to be amazing, because they're probably going to rip it apart within the first day of using it anyway, which is fine, but just don't be too worried about it if it doesn't look like a perfect picket fence. So I just have a bunch of papers stacked together here, and I'm just going to cut them all out at once, and then tape them to the pieces that I cut out, so it'll look like a picket fence and it'll stand up. And then I'll show you what it's going to look like in the hallway. So for these middle pieces, I'm just going to leave them, these squares on, because it'll make it a little bit easier for it to stick onto the cardboard, and it'll make it a little bit harder for the kids to pull it off. So let me just show you what it's going to look like all taped together. So it should look something like that. Well, I'll fix that. So let's move over to the hallway now. Okay, so this is our little garden, and then if you want to make it smaller, you can just put the fence right up against the wall like this, or like this. And just use some other paper and just draw some fruits and vegetables for the wall. I used this cork board because it's brown and it kind of looks like dirt. It's not super messy. But you can just use the regular floor. I mean, our floor is made of wood, so it's still pretty brown. Levi, hey, love, can you bring your fruits and veggies over? And we'll show. Can you grab your fruit and veggies and bring them over, please? So this is pretty much all you're gonna do. Is just put. Hey Levi, can you bring those over? Yeah. Levi, can you bring me those tomatoes? Thank you. Alright, put them in the garden, Levi. Come put them in the garden. Yay! Alright, and you know what else? We need to get our watering can. We go get the watering can. There you go. You can have them sit in the garden like this and pick up the food. For the ones who can crawl, you can have them crawl and bring the food back. Hopefully they'll be more cooperative than Levi is. The watering can again? Thanks. Can you water the veggies? Good job. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, I hope you guys have fun with your little gardens and your watering cans. Please reach out to me if you want any more information on how to tailor it to your specific child, or any alterations that you need to make that you can't wrap your mind around, pretty much anything. I will not see you tomorrow. You will have a reading from Miss Katie. I'm taking a holiday, but I will see you again once we can wrap up this curriculum. Alright, bye.